I am so glad I don't have to wait too long for episode 14. Hey, it's Romania Black, and we are on episode 14 of Word of Honor. And after that cliffhanger of Wen KeXing stepping in to protect his boo from Ye Bai, I was like, oh my God, what we're going to do? So luckily we didn't have to wait very long before we get to this episode. I'm really excited because that cliffhanger was murder. So I have some comments I want to talk about before we dive into this episode. Be Happy, the moderator for this series, has told me that they were like, look, I know you're going to read the novel. You don't want to know all the differences between the novel and the series, but there is a line in episode 14 that I've spoiler tagged it for you, that when you get to it, you kind of need to know the context of it. It will be in the novel, but you should know it for the series. And I was like, okay. So don't worry. We're going to, in the discussion, I've got it pulled up. We'll talk about it when we get to the discussion. All right. So that's going to be a thing. But in the meantime, I have some comments from episodes 12 and 13 that we need to go through. So thank you everybody for commenting so far. I'm glad you all are enjoying the reactions as much as I am. That's so exciting. I Kinka from episode 12 says it's hard to recognize him in casual wear, but that man you were questioning who he was Prince Jin. I can't even remember the last time we saw him. Maybe episode 1, and somebody responded with like maybe episodes 2 or 3. But yeah, I was used to Prince Jin with his hair up. And so seeing him with his hair down was like a trip. It was a totally different experience. I was like, okay, all right. So yeah, that was crazy. But thank you for pointing out that was Prince Jin. So Prince Jin is getting involved in this again. So there's that to look forward to. Pancake, I don't know if Pancake 1785 and Pancake on Patreon, I don't know if you all are the same people, but one Pancake had a comment for episode 12. The other one had a comment for episode 13. So we're going to just go through here. The comment for episode 12 said, I read someone's take on the name calling scene, and they pointed out that Zhou Zishu fell in love with Wen KeXing because of his ability to find joy in the simplest things, something that Zhou Zishu deeply lacks. Zhou Zishu even admits later in the episode that he does not really have a hobby, he just practices martial arts and has since he was young. He craves the kind of lightness that Wen KeXing has. He literally left the window of heaven, choosing to live only 3 more years just to chase that feeling. And Wen KeXing is the one who saw it right from the first meeting, that Zhou Zishu was simply basking in the sunlight and not actually begging for money. That's why Zhou Zishu looks at him with so much love, smiles so fondly when Wen KeXing says that just having someone to call is enough. I'm like, I love that. I love that both of these men, these murder husbands, are finding the simple joys and pleasures in just living life with each other, and they love each other for it. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So yes, so thank you. And then Pancake for episode 13, they had a pretty long comment. I'm going to read it because there's lots to take in. But the first part here is about Wen KeXing and Zhou Zishu in episode 13, saying the makeup flirting scene is everything. Yes, my mind also went straight to the gutter when Zhou Zishu told Wen KeXing to kneel, and also at, quote, call me master and I'll teach you everything. Oh, let me tell you. That phrase, let me teach you, is, censors are still on hiatus. I also like that they point out when Zhou Zishu talks about going to hell, Wen KeXing can't stop flirting. His line about burning together is dark, but weirdly sweet. He even compares them to youtiao, a Chinese donut, symbolizing a historical husband and wife duo that people hate being fried together in hell. Iconic. The fact that you describe yourselves as a couple burning in hell together, that is iconic. That is epic. Just, And then about the spinning of the two of them at the end of episode 13, I've heard a lot of fans say that they were shocked when they saw it in the show, since other Chinese dramas have straight or heterosexual couples often doing that. I mean, the censors, they're still on their Alaskan cruise. I hope they stay on that cruise for a very long time. I hope it gets stuck between an iceberg where they have lots of food. They're totally chill, but they don't come back to this show anytime soon. And then the last thing that Pancake pointed out was that the token of honor that Ye Baiyi gives Gao Chong is the Chinese name of the show. Shan He Ling. Shan He literally means mountains and rivers, often used to refer to the whole country. Ling means command or order. So in this case, it refers to a physical token that represents authority. So when Ye Baiyi says, take your Shan He Ling to Gao Chong, a direct translation would be the order of the land, which sounds awkward. So they went with token of honor, or our English name of the show, word of honor. Roll credits! So it fits since the order represents the sword immortal's vow to destroy the Ghost Valley, as Gao Chong says. That's how I see it. That makes a lot of sense. That's important to note. That all ties together very well. So thank you for that explanation. That fits really well. But yeah, interesting. Interesting, y'all. So I thought that was really cool. I appreciate that. So thank you for all the comments, y'all. I'm super excited to dive into this episode. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get started, though, I want to give a very quick shout out over to our philanthropy tier over on Patreon to thank you all so much for your support and kindness and for donating, especially the last week I've been sick and my voice is now, it came back for episode 13 well enough, but this is like, this today and yesterday have been the first 2 days I felt like kind of back to normal. My throat still has a little scratch in it, but I felt like the most normal I felt in a long time. So I was really worried about letting people down on the reactions, and I'm glad you all have been so kind, and your words of support have been very humbling. So thank you so much for those of you on YouTube and Patreon that have supported me, but a special shout out as well to our philanthropy tier, which includes Alex Cornejo, Anime Annie, Be Happy, Bryant Reed, Damage 3245, Dana, Danger Zone, Alexander Q, Devorin, Destiny Marie, Ichu, Eric, Fisho, Ghostly Turnip, El Freya, Liam Poles, Lyndon, Matthew Palfinier, Murphy, Adam Perez, Nicholas, Nago, Sunspots, Shimoyama, Trails, Translucent Men, Starman AA, Bisa, and Ching Y21W. Thank you all so much for your kindness and support. I greatly appreciate it. All of my love. So yeah, anyway, I'm ready to go, y'all. All right, so I'm pretty excited. I hope you all are as well. We are going to start at the 1 minute and 48 second mark. This episode's only 43 minutes long, so it feels, I don't know if it's shorter than usual or not, but that could be because of the way they want to cut it. This does not bode well. But we're going to find out and check out episode 14 of Word of Honor, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you all on the other side. Episode 14, baby. Right. But no, bitch, you don't get to touch me. Oh, I like how Ye Baiyi's moon boots, they look a little worn in, which if he is the sword immortal, kind of makes sense. The cut sleeve reference. Good. Glad that was a short recap. Yes. Oh, you brat. I don't like you. Not anymore. What the hell? Ha! Well, I love this. He's just like, I ain't gonna say it, but. Oh. This pretty boy's probably like 1,000 years old. He's like, really? Like, oh, he's like, well, I appreciate the compliment, but I mean, like, oh, you, yeah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, bitch, what? He's like, I wouldn't dare defile this lotus. Oh, bitch, what? How long? How long are we talking? Are you going to say it? Are you going to say it? Oh, he's going to be heartbroken. And why are you making this heartbreak happen? Oh. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, your rotting wood sounds oddly sexual. But is the healer related to Wen KeXing? We don't know. Yay, Bai-Ying, you just came to like advance the plot. Oh. Oh. Bitch, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that could be the thumbnail. Oh my god, these two. Oh. Oh, hello. I love it. It's like, run, run, run fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm this man's lover. Now go. I love they had to go to just a different bridge. Oh. Okay. Oh, that poor shop owner's like, I know y'all wanted to give us a show, but the fudge. He's like, please stop fighting on my behalf. Oh, of course it's about to rain. Oh, are they going to melt like the Wicked Witch of the West? Come on now. Your robes are going to get ruined. These two fighting over him. I love they call him a brat. You dirty mouth pretty boy. Oh, uh-huh. Oh, these two. He's like, can we just stop, guys? Guys, just stop. Just, is he going to give him answers? Oh my God. Oh. Well, yes. Why are you fighting over me? Mm. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, shit. Oh, Wen KeXing's face. Oh. Oh, now he's an old ghost instead of a pretty boy. Well, yes, I do. He thinks. Shit. Do you want to treat your wounds? Oh, bitch. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes, I'm right. I was gonna say. Oh. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. There's the nails. Yeah. Oh, no, sweetheart. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's clever and cruel. He's like, it was me. Oh, Wen KeXing. Oh, his face. Has the death wish. Fix yourself. Oh. Oh, Wen KeXing, sweetheart. I like that Wen KeXing followed him. Because I love him? Oh, he's like, son of a bitch. Just sit down. Oh. I love the twist of the wrist. He's like, you're still here? Oh. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. So is he gonna have to die first? Oh. I I I think he would do it for him. I think he would. Ah. Mmm. Oh. Oh, sweetheart. He's like, man. Oh. Oh. 10 years. Oh, wow. That's a long time. I mean, in comparison. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh. Oh, a third. So you wouldn't be able to do martial arts anymore. Oh, so you got to make that choice. Right. Oh, if they haven't been reborn. Oh. Interesting. Oh. And when KeXing's like, but wait a minute. Well, we didn't go through all the options. Oh, none of your business. There we go. There we go. Oh, well. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh. Go walk around, Yoda. Oh, of course it's going to rain. And then they're going to have a moment. It's going to be angsty. Why wouldn't it be? What is this music? I love him just standing there. Why don't you get close to him? I know you're giving him his space. Come on. Of course, we have to do this angsty song about him having to contemplate what to do, whether he's going to die or get rid of his martial arts ability. But then I get why he's hesitant. I love that little hesitation to go up towards him. Oh. 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 This looks so sad. Oh. 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 No, don't do that. You just said you wanted to. Oh. 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 Interesting. We don't know who they are. Oh. Mm. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. His eyes are like so empty. Oh my God. Shut up! You damn it, no! Oh. Oh, come on. No. Oh my God. Because he loves you and he's sad. Oh. Oh. Boys don't fight. Why? Why do we have to fight? Why can't you just hug it out? Why? Of course, Yay by Yi would be like, ah, youth, you know. Oh. Oh. Oh man, are they not all dead? Uh. Oh. She's like, then what good are you? Okay, so not all of them were killed apparently, but a lot of them. Oh. Ooh. Damn. Zuzu's petals. Oh shit. Well, now you talk. Well, what did you do? A few maids. There was like 47. Yeah, I think she was. Oh my God. Oh, damn, Guzhong. Oh, shit. Bitch, read the room. Oh. Bitch, I wouldn't say that. Oh, bitch. Oh. Uh-huh. Mm. Where were you during all this? What did you do? Mm. She's like, bitch, let's not be accusing everybody. Oh. Oh, of course he is! In the rain? Oh, of course you are. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Playing his sad flute. Ugh! Him and the Alluring Ghost, they've had it rough. What was that? Why does Gongshun have to look so sad in the damn rain? Oh, Guzhong. She's like, son of a bitch. He. Oh. 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 Oh, sweetheart. Oh no. Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. Bullshit, you're not crying. Oh, honey. Oh. Oh, we're holding up the umbrella. Oh. 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 No, sweetheart. It's better to have loved than lost. Oh. 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 Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what are you doing? She's like, bitch, what about the mission? What's the Goujon gonna do? Oh, meanwhile. What a transition. What? Oh. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Okay. What a transition. Oh. I almost am glad for this to be a transition because it was Heartbreak Central. Okay. Hmm. Uh-huh. I don't know, kid. You're a little too clean cut to be in the beggar gang or working with them. Oh man. Uh-huh. Okay. Give us that little pod of exposition. Why all the angst? Angst Central. All of the angst. I think that one doesn't know, like a hand through the sleeve. Interesting. Oh. Oh, it's this old lady. Hey! Strawberry shortcake. Uh-huh. What's the rush? Like Sweeney Todd. Hmm. Oh, damn, like roasting a chicken. Now go make the waffles. I don't know about this metaphor. I like that it's the opposite of revenge is a dish best served cold. This is like the polar opposite of it. She's like, I don't know how to cook a chicken. Do you? I like he's like, all right, let's marinate this bitch. Oh no! You fiends! You will suffer for making her look less than perfection. Oh, hey Fang, what's up? Or is this Liu with his face? 'Tis the question. Oh. I mean, I appreciate the feminism, but oh, that's a good point. That's what they want to know. So is this Liu or is this Fang? That's the question. Ooh. She's like, you ain't getting my password to the Netflix. Ah, is it? Oh, does she really not realize it's Liu or is it Liu? Oh. Ooh, interesting. But Liu didn't because she said that last episode. Hmm. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Really? That's her name? Really? Really? Has this guy been with like how many women? Has this guy just got on with everybody? Oh. So this is Fang. So he had a wife, he was getting on with her, and he was also into Liu? What the hell, Fong? Who knew this guy was the playboy of the entire series so far? Or is he not? What? Meanwhile, oh no. He's drinking alone, y'all. Although he's not with other women, so this might be different. He's now dressing in the Zhou Zishu collection. Oh, her. We're matchy matchy today. Oh, bitch. What? She's like, you chose now to tell me this? Oh. 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 Okay, so you kind of, yeah, so you have the same idea of what's going on. So is this in the past then? Before? Shit. Okay. Uh huh. Oof. Okay. Oh. And his plan was to kill him from the start, maybe. Oh. Damn, the alluring ghost, she always looks so beautiful. I think she might be the prettiest one for me in this. I mean, aside from Gong Jun and Zhou, of course. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. What about Guzhong? You left her. Ugh. What about Guzhong? You left her alone. Ha! Meanwhile. Casanova Zhao. Oh my god. Casanova Zhao. Geek! Don't make up rumors. Have they? Oh, look at him. Oh, no, no. Oh. Poor Sao. So is this his master? Casanova Adventures. Oh my god. Ah. Aww. Aww. He's like, I don't really have time for this. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, in the hospital. Oh my, okay. Oh, poor Guzhong. Well, it's about the girl he likes. Were you not listening? Oh, I think he's directing a lot of energy in the right place. Oh, he has a lot of ambition. Yes, good job. Good job, Sal. Oh. 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 He's like, I'm sorry? I love that they're like, oh, damn it, you're a golden retriever. Just go ahead. They're like, damn it, he's too nice. He's too innocent. Man, this is foreboding as hell. I don't like any of this. Foreboding. Ominous. Not good, safe working conditions. OSHA violations. Thunder. Shin Shin. I'll hold that metal rod up as the lightning comes down. Oh my gosh. I couldn't help but notice my name is smaller than everyone else's fonts. It's been raining, bitch. At noon. Today. What? He's like, well, sir, it's been raining and it's gonna get dirty. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, bitch, funeral paper, what? Oh, what we doing? What are we doing? Who threw this confetti? I just love the throwing it. Hear ye. You bitches are toast. What is happening? Why is the beggar gang here? Wait. Yeah, not the Ghost Valley. Oh, who threw a stone at this monument? Oh, not the booze! Shin Shin can't get crunk now! No! Man, if Shin Shin was mad because you didn't clean the statue, throwing rocks at it is going to be the ultimate offense. Oh, I like this is definitely Liu. Uh-huh. Oh, well. Why don't you not tell me what to do, young sir? But it's not Ghost Valley. It's not Ghost Valley. It's the Mount Tai sect. Shit. Liu's like, son of a bitch. Yeah, no. Oh, I love this holding the robes. It feels like a Liu thing to do. Oh my god, is she gonna run into Oh bitch. Oh bitch. Oh my god. Well, okay, so about that. Oh bitch, what? Oh bitch, what? Is that a fake though or a counterfeit? Hmm. Oh. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, yes. Yep. I told you I was a ghost. Oh, that line. That's such a good line. Who do you think rescued me? Damn. Ooh, bitch. Does she know that you had a thing for the Tragic Comic Ghost too? Oh, bitch. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Okay. Damn. Oh. So wait, was he not? Maybe I was thinking of somebody else. We're gonna go back to the discussion, go back to that scene with Tragic Comic Ghost. Oh my god! Oh, and he doesn't like him. Oh, bitch, what? Oh, bitch, what? And this is the Mount Tai set. And the two kids, yeah. Oh my god! What? And that's the, is that, yeah. Yes, the changing ghost. Bitch! Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Oh, shit! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit! Wasn't me. Yeah, wow. Wow. Oh, look at this drip. Holy shit. Oh my God. It's all coming together. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's all coming back. Oh, hey, Fawn. Right. Oh my God. You're going to make things worse, Shin. Oh my God. You're digging your own grave. Oh my God. Let's act rationally. It is odd. Exactly. Look at you. So the changing ghost, clearly revealing his hand. Oh my God. Oh my God. All these other gangs are. Oh, he's here now. What? When did he get here? Wait. When did you all get here? When did everyone get here? Just now. Oh, you're fooling no one. You might as well wear a pair of sunglasses, Zhou Zishu. Oh. Oh, he's pretty far away. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. He's like, wait, you're admitting it? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh my God! Son of a bitch! But why? But why? Why all the angst? Why all of this? What? No, no. Thank God. Why are we getting into the cliffhangers era? What? Angst City, population, all of us, basically. Oh my God, this episode. This episode felt like two parts crammed together. It felt like last week's episode 13, it felt like it didn't have enough space in the runtime to include the first half of this episode. So the first half of this episode was like continuing on from episode 13. And then there's a hard cut between Wen KeXing flying off into the rain in an angst-filled haze and the beggar gang showing up. There's like a hard cut. And it feels like they just didn't have enough time. And so they're like, well, we have to cut somewhere. So Wen KeXing protecting Zhou Zishu seems like the best place to do it, which it was the best place in the episode. But then this one, all hell's going loose. There's just a lot going on. And what's fun about this series is that they introduce certain parts and they don't really feel the need to explain what those parts are. They're like, oh, you're fine. And you're like, wait a minute. And then we just have to file it away for later. Like the whole Prince Jin thing, file it away for later. The Scorpion King, file it away for later. The Assassin's Presence, file it away for later. Just the hanging ghost that we were originally looking for that now has file it away for later. You know, it's just all these things. There's so much happening in this story. It can be hard to keep up with everything going on. So we need to establish like a couple things. Like, for example, Ye Bai, he just disappears. Where he went to, oh, who knows? So we're just going to put him over here. We're going to put Yay by Yi. Sweet Bean. He is off here. He knows ways to cure Zhou Zishu, none of which are the ways that he would want to be cured, but we don't know where he is now. Where is he now? Who knows? His whole thing is supposedly to stop the Ghost Valley, but for all he knows, as the Sword Immortal, for all he knows, does he realize that Wen KeXing is the Ghost Chief? He keeps calling him young brat and everything. Does he realize who Wen KeXing is? Or is he intentionally not saying anything because he doesn't want to stir up any more trouble than he already can? I don't know. It feels like a rhetorical question. I don't know if Ye Bai knows that Wen KeXing is the Ghost Chief. If he is, like, why did he not stop him or be more aggressive about it? Because wasn't that the whole thing he agreed with Gao Chong? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, man, this whole episode starting with, and Zhou Zishu's like, I kind of felt for Zhou Zishu in this opening scene, because here are two men. You have Wen KeXing, who obviously is in love with Zhou Zishu, and then you have Yi Bai, who is trying to like figure out and assess the situation to see if he can help him. And meanwhile, poor Zhou Zishu is like, do I have to show you all my body? It's my body, my choice. I don't have to. Why am I consenting to this? Like, I felt bad for Zhou Zishu. I was like, I hate the fact that he's like getting pulled around and exposed by these two men in the moonlight. And I'm like, yeah, you know. And then of course, I love that when KeXing shows up being like, excuse me, did you get permission to harm my boo? None of your business. I just don't like you. I like that when KeXing went from last episode being in the midst of the chaos, like, let's have fun with him, to being like, I don't actually like you now. And I love that he goes immediately, once he realizes that Ye Bai is a Sword Immortal, he goes from being like, oh, hey, pretty boy, to being like, you're an old sick ghoul. And I'm like, oh my God. Just, there are times where when KeXing shows his immaturity, but again, we don't know who he is. So it's like, just an enigma, an absolute enigma. But poor Zhou Zishu, I love, he's like, for no reason, I'm experiencing the feeling of a woman getting harassed. Well, sir, I hate that you have to experience that, but welcome to our world. So, not that men can't be harassed, but I think for the majority, we all know that's typically women. But yeah, and when KeXing's like, what? Which poor Zhou Zishu, he's like, why am I always getting compared to as the woman? So yeah. And then Ye Bai says, why are you being polite with this pretty boy or white-faced boy, a derogatory term for a typically handsome boy who relies on a woman to raise him instead of doing actual work? Yikes! So, man, Ye Bai was just throwing the insults, and when KeXing's like, oh, hi, how are you? Who are you again? Why are you here? Oh my God. Yeah. This pretty boy. And he's like, who are you calling pretty boy? Pot calling the kettle black? Fine. That just the shade they throw back and forth each other. I like that Ye Bai is like, I don't have time for this. I'm older than all of you whippersnappers. Why am I being made to be drugged through this? Like, I love how Ye Bai in the last episode was giving off Yoda vibes from Empire Strikes Back. And in this one, he's giving off like, old man, get off my lawn. Why am I helping you young gays? What is happening? Like, I live for it. Also, good for him not judging these two. But then, of course, I'm glad the nails thing is out in the open. I'm glad it's only episode 14 of 37, and we've already gotten to the heart of the matter. I'm glad we've already revealed it, because honestly, the more we drug this out, I'm going to say the same thing I said for this episode as I did for like episode 11 or episode 10, right? Or I guess it was episode 9. Wow, this series, it's just like every episode is like, wait, what episode was that? I'm going to say the same thing for this episode as I did episode 9. And that's, I'm glad we're getting some of this angst out of the way now, so that it will give time for these characters to work through it. Because I thought the nails thing, up until last episode when they were really hinting around at it, I thought they were going to drag out the nails thing forever. I thought they were going to drag it out to like the 20s. And I was going to be like, are we going to drag this out? No, they're getting it out in the open now. So, but man, Wen KeXing and Zhou Zishu, they get angsty. And then they're like, well, we're not going to talk to each other. And then they make up. Which is fine. But I'm like, you boys. Mm-hmm. And I like that when KeXing stands up for Aju, even though, eventually he tries to grab at him because he wants to know. And Zhou Zishu's like, I know as soon as I say something, it's going to be a problem. And he's like, if I tell you how long I have left, you're gonna get mad about it. But it's like, you knew you're gonna have to tell him eventually. So you knew this was gonna happen. They keep talking about the chief of the Miracle Healer Valley. Even if they were revived, it would take some stuff to do. They keep talking about that. And I'm gonna put over here. I find a way to put over here. I'm gonna put over here like Wen KeXing is still out to exact his revenge. So that's still on the table, right? And he has a plan. I'm going to put like a little dotty line over here and talk about the Miracle Healer Valley. Because we have established that Rongzhan, if we get this right, we established this idea that Rongzhan was with a disciple of the Miracle Healer Valley, correct? Is that right? Am I getting that right? I think so. So we don't know what the connection is, but Yi Bai said twice, if only we had the chief of the Miracle Healer Valley, if they were revived, we'd be right as rain. So a part of me was like, well, is Wen KeXing, I know he's chief of the Ghost Valley, but is he connected to the Healer Valley? Is he connected to all of that? I don't know. I feel like them saying it multiple times in this episode is a sign that it's important information and we should take note of it, but I don't know what they're going to do about that. So we'll see. We'll see. But we're going to make note of that. But yeah. But I feel bad for Wen KeXing because, if I were in Wen KeXing's shoes and someone I loved was right in front of me, I would be greedy. And I would be like, but I want you to live. I want to be with you. And that is selfish of him to ask it. But I don't blame him. I would be in the same boat. And then I also feel from Zhou Zishu's perspective, I gave him a little grief in the reaction, but I get where he's coming from, where he's like, look, I'd rather live 2 more years as a free man doing whatever I want than to have my martial arts ability stripped and live 10 years and still die, but not being able to have the freedoms that I want. I get that. I get it. But I don't think that Zhou Zishu should be mad when someone that cares about him wants him to live longer, because that just means he loves him. And it's like angst, the two of them. Also, I'm like, I get that Zhou Zishu doesn't want to have his martial arts skills taken away because he thinks that's all there is to him. But I like that when KeXing's like, but that's not all there is to you. And it's just angst. Just angst. And I get where both of them are coming from. It's just, I need you both to make up. Gongjun also being sad. I don't like seeing Gongjun play sad Wen KeXing. Sad Wen KeXing's not fun. I don't like sad Wen KeXing. He's very sad and he makes me want to cry. And I want to give him the biggest hug. I mean, we're used to Zhou Zishu being angsty and brooding. None of that is new. But seeing Wen KeXing, who's just this chaotic, delightful little gremlin, seeing him sad, it's like seeing Stitch off Lilo and Stitch sad. I want to see Stitch sad. That makes me feel unhappy. And Gongjun does a really good job of playing angsty sadness. I also liked Ye Bai and his battle against one another. I thought that was fun. And the fact that one has more stamina than the other. But it's like you have Ye Bai who has like stamina and the experience and the age. But then you have Wen KeXing who has the passion. I love it. And I love that they both use such powerful cross chops that it caused the water to erupt under them. It was great. The water to erupt under them. Wonderful times. So yeah, Zhou Zishu's like, can we not destroy everything? It's about to rain. Your clothes are going to get wrinkled and then you got to go get dry cleaning done. But I love that Wen KeXing, I'll definitely kill you within the next 10 years. I love Wen KeXing being like, I may not have the stamina now, but I got the persistence, bitch. I'll chase you down. It's like a Isla Fisher from Wedding Crashers. I'll find you. But yeah, and Zhou Zishu's like, I really don't want you to kill this man that could possibly heal me. So, yep, we finally get the reveal of the nails. And, of course, they make it the most dramatic, melodramatic thing. And, of course, we get the zoom in, everything. And I like Ye Bai because he's a sword immortal. He says, whose idea was this? It's very clever, but it's also cruel. You're just drawing out your death and torturing yourself. And, of course, Zhou Zishu's like, That'd be me. And of course, Wen KeXing's like, what the fudge? Why would you do this to yourself? He's like, yeah, it was me. And he's like, you are a death-seeking brat. And he's like, yeah, I do have a death wish. Thank you for pointing that out. Wen KeXing, meanwhile, is just heartbroken. Just not seeing the humor in this at all. So then he gives him the ultimatum. He could give him 10 more years if he takes away all of his martial arts ability. And yeah, when he told Wen KeXing, Ye Bai was like, I'll have you go sit out in the rain on your knees for 3 months saying you're a blind idiot. Would you do that for him? And Wen KeXing's like, yeah, duh. So I know we've compared Wen KeXing to Hua Chong in a way, especially as the Ghost Valley chief from Heaven Official's Blessing. But I feel like for Mo Dao Zushi, this part of Wen KeXing is very much like Lan Wangji, where Lan Wangji is like, yes, I would do that. I am an idiot. I would do it in a heartbeat. And Wen KeXing is kind of like the chaotic yes to that question. But they both have the same intent that absolutely we're idiots for this man. We would do it. And Zhou Zishu just doesn't understand why. Zhou Zishu is like, somebody needs to slap a sticker on Zhou Zishu and say, you're born with it. It's not Maybelline. And just have more faith in yourself that someone would love you. Because I think Zhou Zishu is like, why would you do that for me? That's a joke, right? And Wen KeXing's like, no, I seriously want to save you. But, so they ask if there's any other methods other than abolishing the martial arts. Is there any other way to save him? And he's like, well, of course. Ye Bai's like, sure. If the chief Miracle Healer Valley hasn't been reborn, you can go try to find his soul. And at that point, I was like, so is there a possibility that Wen KeXing could have the soul of is he the reincarnated soul of the chief of the Miracle Healer Valley? Is that a possibility? They keep saying something about the chief of the Miracle Healer Valley and that would solve all our problems. I mean, can we have that happen? Is that going to be our Deus Ex Machina? I don't know. Life and death are up to the heavens. And of course, Wen KeXing, I don't blame Wen KeXing for being mad at that statement by Zhou Zishu because he's like, well, you, life and death is up to the heavens, but you're expediting the process. That's not good. I like that Ye Bai also calls him Huai Zhang's disciple. And he's like, why do you follow him, brat? What's your relationship? And he's like, well, it's none of your business. That's the best answer Wen KeXing has given, being like, it's none of your business what our relationship is. Just butt out, old man. And he's like, well, that guy isn't good. You should be careful around him. Uh-huh. And he's like, son of a bitch. No one can stay young forever, but there will always be a new young person. I kind of love that. I love that, he's like, not everybody, you can't stay young forever, but there's always going to be young, foolish, impetuous first loves, So of course it rains, because why wouldn't it? I do appreciate that at the start of this, I kind of made fun of the scene, but at the start of it, it's a nice throwback to when they were talking about soulmates way back several episodes ago. And when KeXing and Zhou Zishu were like side by side, and here there's distance in between them, it kind of harkens back to when KeXing feeling like he might have overstepped, so he's giving Zhou Zishu a little space and a little distance, but then he can't help it. And he goes up to him being like, hey, as this beautiful song is playing, and he's like, why don't you take up the offer? How much time do you have left? And he's like, well, at least 2 years. And he's like, that's not very long. That's not a lot of days. It's less than 700 days. And he's like, others can say stupid things, but you can't. And that's when he's like, but I don't want you to die in 2 years. And then when he grabs his shoulder, and I like that he has to say Zhou Zishu to get, like, he has to drop the pet names to be like, listen to me. Think about this. And then he's like, but martial arts are who I am. What's the point of living if I can't be me? And I get where Wen KeXing's coming from, where he's like, but you'll die. Like, and then I'll be alone. And you're my soulmate. And I know it's selfish, but I love you. And he's like, can't you see that? And he's like, just use the 10 years and I'll help you in the meantime find a way to get your martial arts powers back. And then it'll be fine. But Zhou Zishu is not convinced of that at all. He's like, I'd rather live freely for 10 days than against my own will for 10 years. And I get where Zhou Zishu's coming from. He's like, hey, let's just enjoy the time we've got left. We've got plenty of time to go have all the wine in the world. You and me, let's just go off together and it'll be all right as rain. And I get that. It's like both of them have good points, but both of them I want to gently shake, and they're both coming at this situation from the opposite end. And it's like they have to find a way to meet in the middle, and they're not there yet. And it's like, why is there all the angst? Damn it. You know they're going to get back together. It's going to be fine. But again, I'm glad that this is happening now in episode 14 when we're not even halfway through the series. Although, that being said, it has me concerned of how much angstier we can get. I say that, I'm like, oh, we're getting through the angstiest stuff now. It'll be fine the rest of the series. Meanwhile, everybody in the comments are trying not to spoil me, and they're like, oh, girl, wait till you get to episode 27, or it's like something like that. And I'm like, oh. Anyway. So yeah, Wen KeXing has this dialogue where he talks about how he's always, he was told that he didn't practice enough when he was younger, and he was told to grow up in order to gain martial arts ability and not to play. But then he's like, did I waste time? If I hadn't done what I meant to do at the beginning, would I have been able to be stronger to help you? And now it's like, I don't get the opportunity to play with you because I didn't do it soon enough. He's like, so the timing's all wrong. I feel for him. Again, I don't know what to make of Wen KeXing's story of who he is. He talks about his parents, but he doesn't say he's Rongzhan's son. So we don't know. It's just a total mystery. And he's just speaking. He's like, my parents and I had many arguments. And I said, if I didn't work hard in my youth, I would regret it when I became older. And he's like, now I regret it because I can't save you. Ugh. And he's like, now I can't afford to have everything that I want, and it's too late to save the one that I want. And the fact they're like both on the verge of tears, I'm like, the censors are off in a kayak, like in the middle of a lake through a canyon, just sorting by, being like, should we be checking to make sure they're not saying gay shit? Nah, they got this. And I love them. I love them so much. And I hate when they're sad and crying and in the rain. I'm like, can we have one angsty moment with these two where they're not rain soaked? This felt like, I'm sorry. I know somebody in the comments recommended that I look at this series, and I told them I wanted to wait till the very end. I guess it's like some heterosexual Chinese men reacting to this series, which I can only imagine. But I was like, when the series is over, I might go check that out. That might be fun. But this is very soap opera. This moment in the angst where he's like, Wen KeXing, are you done yet? I'm the one dying. And he's like, well, I'm the one that has to stay behind when you're gone. So it's so melodramatic in the best way. I freaking love it. He's like, I gave everything to gain back this freedom. And you get where Zhou Zishu's coming from, because he's like, look, I gave up the window of heaven. I killed myself basically to get this way. He's like, can't we just go off and celebrate together? And Wen KeXing's like, but what about in 2 years when you're gone? What am I going to do then? It's just angst city. So then Guzhang comes back. My thing is, the corpse-eating ghost, or ghoul as we know him, where was he during all of this? I guess he was off screen, but we didn't see him hanging around with Liu and the tragic comic ghost. So the ghoul claims that he was there. He was there with the tragic comic ghost and the alluring ghost. I don't know. Maybe he was, and it was off screen, perhaps. Meanwhile, we're going to put Guzhang over here. Guzhang is in the hospital sick, supposedly. That is one thing that made me sad, that I hope that Cao Weining goes and sees her, because she, like, of course, was in the rain, getting possibly sick, but I feel bad that Wen KeXing kind of has dropped her at the moment and isn't worried about her, which I'm not saying he's not worried about her, but he seems focused on the whole thing with the Heroes Conference, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but I do feel bad that she's in the hospital sick and he doesn't seem to know or be able or willing to do anything about it. And I'm not saying that that's, I'm not saying that Wen KeXing doesn't have reasons. It just makes me sad, especially after a confrontation where she's like, what should we do? And he's just so grief stricken that she's like, well, come on now. But I felt bad for Guzhong because it's like all the talk about the puppy and everything that Wen KeXing gave her about, you can't have a dog if you're not going to take care of it. And now she's been so stretched thin between Sao Weining and Changling and everything, which we didn't even see Changling in this episode. So that tells you how much is going on when we don't even see Changling. But like, I felt so bad for Guzhong because she's lost her friends that were killed, that were innocents, and feels kind of lost. She's like, Wen KeXing is, distraught. He doesn't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, I've just felt bad for her this episode. So I hope Wen KeXing better make it up to her. He better make it up to her because he kind of like left her out in the dirt. Also, what happened to the ghoul? How'd he get hit by the head? Where was he during all of this? And he's like, well, and he says, he's like, what about the other ghosts? He's like, what about the changing ghosts, the happy ghosts, lustful ghosts? They were all nearby. They didn't do a damn thing, which, what do we do about that? Where are all the ghosts and what are they doing? Because right now, the alluring ghosts and tragicomic ghosts are the ones that are doing the most. So what do we do about them? What are they up to? I guess we'll find out. But she ends up leaving to go find him. Of course, Wen KeXing is getting his silken robes wet, playing in the rain, just saddened to pieces. I hate it. You know what the most frustrating part is? I guess that's the flask. Oh, I wondered what that was sitting beside him, but it's a flask where he's drank all the liquor from it. Oh, okay. That all makes sense now. The worst part is he's like a beautiful, he's a pretty crier. He's like rain soaked. I would look like a drowned rat that was like crawling out of a swamp. He looks gorgeous even when he's like soaked in the rain. So does Liu. All these ghosts are pretty. They're pretty criers and they're pretty in the rain. It's not fair. But yeah, I love all the purples in this scene, like the red of the banister and the purple and reds on their robes. Looks great. And of course, Wen KeXing is just sad, spouting poetry. And Guzhong's like, what do we do? She's like, is Zhou Zishu dying? What is happening? I don't know what to do. I feel bad for Guzhong because she's like, she wants some help and she doesn't understand what's happening. And because Wen KeXing is so distraught and sad, he's not able to like give her solid answers. And I feel bad. And meanwhile, Wen KeXing is like, I've plotted this revenge. I'm going to enact it. But the man that I love is about to die. Why did I even follow him to begin with? And I want to tell Wen KeXing, like, it's better to have loved and lost than to not love at all. But he's just not in the space to hear that. And she's like, you two are yo-yoing and you need to just talk things out. And then he breaks the damn flute. How is he going to help heal? I guess he doesn't feel the need to heal Zhou Zishu anymore because he's destroyed the flute that could heal him. And I'm like, well, then now what do we do? So I don't know if that's going to come back in any way about the flute breaking, but he's broken the flute. So since he's broken the flute, what about the meridians? I guess Wen KeXing's like, well, I'm not worried about him because he's not worried about him. But then what do we do? How's he going to fix his flute? How's it going to be back so they can help him? He's like, I wanted to be with you through life and death. And then he runs away. And poor Guzhong, like we've not seen her like sad and crying like she is here, which is just absolutely heartbreaking as we're halfway through the episode. Meanwhile, the two kids, if we're going to frame this right, we have Huang He and the Beggar Gang, and then the Mount Tai sect has joined them. The crazy thing is they have like Ghost Valley funeral paper that confuses everybody else and makes them think it's Ghost Valley, but it's not, because then over here, we have the alluring ghost who has been told that she thinks it's the Ghost Valley attacking early, which does not bode well. So I don't know how to think about that. And meanwhile, she's got Fang trying to enlist him to help her rescue the tragicomic ghost, which will get her name in a hot second. So that's all going on. But yeah, so the beggar gang and the Mount Tai sect teaming up does not surprise me whatsoever, because Shin Shin is like at the wrong place at the wrong time. The definition of it, because this episode tied together so many things from earlier on in the series. It was like, oh no, that is a lot of circumstances that lined up coincidentally, but in the worst way possible. So they decide to join up together. And of course, they don't like the Five Lakes Alliance, and they're going to support them to try to get the glazed armor back. And I like that the beggar gang guy is like, oh, well, you can't possibly do this. I mean, you know, but what, you going against the Five Lake Alliance? I couldn't bear to see you do that. And it's like, sure, you want this to happen. You even have the Strawberry Shortcake gang getting involved in this. I do love his idea of describing, because usually they say revenge is a dish best served cold. I love that he tells the Strawberry Shortcake gang, he's like, no, actually it's like a roasted chicken. And I'm like, that's such a crazy metaphor. I kind of love that he like talks about it being warm and like marinating it and getting it all prepared and then letting it go. The leader of the beggar gangs and Wen KeXing kind of feel like they think similarly in terms of revenge. The way they set things up and they are like have this elaborate plan. It's interesting. But yeah, he's like, you can't rush. I kept thinking of Sweeney Todd and Mrs. Lovett and the song Wait in Sweeney Todd. It's one of my favorite songs in that musical. But him like saying, half the fun is to plan the plan. That's literally Wen KeXing and this guy's MO. In a nutshell. They've been planning this revenge since the 80s, and now they're just letting it all work itself out. So curious. So the tragicomic ghost is chained up. Now, last episode, we learned that she has some kind of medication that she needs to take. That's probably why all the flashbacks and shaking and all that was occurring, was that she needs her meds or she's going to be in danger. And she don't have her meds, so that might be a problem. Now, the one guy, is this Fang that came in? He was in a different robe than earlier. Oh, Zhao. Master Zhao. Oh, well, hell. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? I'm so sorry. You all during the reaction were like, bitch, this is not Fang. I need to get my life together. I need to sort myself back out. It's Zhao. It's not Fang. Okay. Well, that just made this 20 times more interesting. What the fudge? So I'm sorry for that mistake in the reaction. You all are probably like, girl, what are you talking about? So no. So Fang is helping. Fang is still in love with the alluring ghost. Fang is like all in on the alluring ghost and is like, I'll help you do anything, girl. And she's like, well, okay. It's a little clingy, but okay. Meanwhile, the tragicomic ghost turns out that she has a past with the second brother, which is Zhao. Hello? Excuse me? What is with these married men having relationships with ghosts? First you have Fang with the alluring ghost despite him being married, and now you have Zhao who married a rich woman that has a past with her. What the fudge? Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was Fang. I think it's because of the hairdo. If I'm being honest, I think it's the top knot, but Fang doesn't have that mustache. So he makes him leave. And then, yeah, and she's like, you bastard. Whatever evil you have stored in your hearts, use them all. I'm not scared of anything. And so he's interesting because he's like, do you really not recognize me? And she's like, I do. You're the fake righteous dog. Which is interesting because he has been pretty righteous throughout all of this. What do you people want from me? Okay. She's like, come at me, bro. And that's when he's like, really? Which is interesting because I'm so sorry. I thought this was Fang. What an embarrassing moment. I heard before a person enters the Ghost Valley, they have to swallow the water of oblivion to forget their past memories, which the alluring ghost said she did not do that because she still had the obsession with Fang. And he's like, I used to think it was a rumor, but who knew it was real? Now, is it true that she drank the water and that's actually a thing? Or is it just like a connotation or something metaphorical and she just doesn't want him to know that she knows him and she's spacing out because she doesn't have her meds? You know, who knows? I'm the person with that you obsessed about most persistently. Fu Meng. Fu Meng is her name. So Fu Meng is a tragic ghost. Tragicomic ghost. Now, here's the thing. Look, it's a red flag for me whenever someone says, I'm the one that you obsessed the most. That's a red flag. Because I'm like, wow, you're kind of full of yourself if you think that I was obsessing with you the most. Oh, sure, Jan. Okay. So, I don't know. That seems like a red flag statement coming from him we don't know. He's like, why is it me? And then she's like, well, how do you know my name? And he says, I let you down. What did he say there? And dropped you from a noble girl into a female ghost. So I'm like, what do you mean? What did you do, sir? Who kills all the unfaithful people in the world? Well, dude, if you're the one responsible for having this transformation, that does not speak well for you at all. So that's a major red flag as well. So, I don't know how to feel about this, sir. Interesting. So he goes to touch her and she won't have anything of it. And he's like, your life drifts like a dream. I'm so curious how he's tied up with the ghosts. Man. And he's like, I owe you in this life. So all these men owe these ghost women. So what's he going to do about it? If there is another life. I don't know what's he going to do. He says no. So here's the thing. What's interesting about this is Zhao and Fang, they have totally different perspectives in this moment. What's interesting too, okay. So here's the deal. This is what's so cool about this scene. Knowing this, Zhao is kind of a coward. Because Zhao's like, oh, Fu Meng, you're a ghost now, and I really loved you. But he does like the Han thing from Frozen. He's like, oh, but I couldn't possibly help you anymore. So, I guess I'll just forget about you. Like, what a douche lord. And then you have Fang, who is completely the opposite, who's like, I don't need your glazed armor. I don't need anything. I just want to help you because I love you. And it's like, holy shit, Fang. Okay. But here's the deal. Fang doesn't trust the Five Lakes Alliance. He doesn't like them, and he thinks they're partially responsible for all this. And then you have Zhao, who is part of the Five Lakes Alliance, that's kind of reaffirming that for him. So, oh my gosh. So if Fang and the alluring ghost, Liu, end up running into Zhao next episode, what do we do about that? Oh my God. Did Zhao show up at the Heroes Conference? We'll have to see. Interesting. Okay. So he walks on. Meanwhile, Wen KeXing is dressed in the same color robes as Zhou Zishu. Okay. Will say I did love the blue robes that he was wearing at the very end on top of the crow's nest. Really liked those blue robes. Those look amazing. But he's sitting there drinking alone. He's not even like under the pretense of heterosexuality at this point. And the alluring ghost comes in and is like, hey, I've made all the preparations. We're good to go. And so she didn't even know that the Five Lakes Alliance had attacked the tragicomic ghost and all this. She didn't even know. She just made all the preparations he asked her to last episode. And then she's like, wait, shouldn't we be doing something? And he's like, are you doubting my plan? And she's like, son of a bitch. So she's off doing things for him and snooping around as Fang. But she's like, I think what I love about the actress that plays the alluring ghost is her eyes are so expressive. Like the moment he talks about the tragic comic ghost, her eyes she kind of reminds me of the Western actress Shelley Duvall in a way. Her eyes are so expressive and she has kind of a longer face. She reminds me a little bit of Shelley Duvall, and she's just able to express such emotion so well. And it's really well done. I think her actress is gorgeous. But yeah, she's like, well, we have to go rescue her. And of course, Wen KeXing's like, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Wen KeXing, he can be so pot calling the kettle black sometimes because he's like, you're getting emotional and you're going to ruin the plan. And I'm like, bitch, you were crying in the rain and smashed a flute about your lover not being able to live more than 2 years. Let's back up. So, but yeah, he's like, we got a plan and we're going to stick to it. You transform into Fang and just go poke your face around. They're going to leave her alive until the Heroes Conference to try to execute her in public. And she's like, well, I was just worried about my friend, but I'll go get that done. And yeah, he's like, I want you to confirm she's alive. Don't alert the enemy. So then she leaves and he says, those who understand me know my worries, and those who don't think I have other intentions. The big question with that is, who understands him? Because so far, I feel like, I don't know if he thinks anybody knows his worries. I think he believes that they all think he has other intentions. And we, the audience, are like, well, which is it? What are your intentions? What are you doing? Tell us anything. Give us any clues. We're Zhou Zishu in the dark in all of this, sir. I haven't forgotten about the extra dialogue. We'll get back to it when I'm done with this discussion. We'll come back to it. But yeah, him just drinking alone. Meanwhile, poor Sao Weining gets to see his master senior, who calls him a little monkey, which is kind of cute. Casanova Sao is just ridiculous. And of course, Sao Weining's like, I just like a girl. Y'all are taking this out of proportion. Oh my gosh. I love that he can get away with murder. Sao Weining is like, well, but this and this. And his senior, his senior from his sect is like, well, fine, go do it. Like, he's so innocent and so pure that it's impossible to stay mad at Sao Weining. He's too much of an angel. He's adorable. I love they think he's all like the biggest Chad on campus. And it's like, oh my God. He's like, I just like a girl. And he's like, oh God. He's like, Weining. And so he's like, and that's when they say that Guzhang's in the hospital because she's sick. And of course, then the senior's like, there's a lot of more important things than the girl you like. And Sao Wang's like, what are you talking about? And that's when he forgives him and tells him to go. I think the master's just like, you know what? You're going to be distracted the entire time if you come with us. So just go to Guzhang. Which honestly, with all the shit that's about to go down, within the next episode or two, it's probably a good thing in the story for Sao Weining to be off with Guzhang rather than in the midst of the Heroes Conference. I feel like that's the better alternative. Plus, now Guzhang can be watched over by Sao Weining, which Zhou Zishu would probably give Wen KeXing hell about, but we'll see where that ends up going. I'm like, go support your lady friend. Love it. So then we have the Five Lakes Alliance, which all this booze, Wei Wuxian would be completely mortified to see all this booze destroyed. Emperor Smile be damned. So yeah, Shin shows up saying the monument's not clean enough. Like, okay, Shin, bless. And right as he's ordering people around, as they're getting ready during the rain for this conference, like you go stand out in the rain and the thunder throughout all of it. Okay. But that's when the beggar gang and the Mount Tai sect show up with the funeral paper, that's such a gag because I thought it was Ghost Valley. I was like, why are they attacking now? It's not. Instead, you have the beggar gang and them going to the Heroes Conference where Shin is out in the open, but there's also Gao Chong. He's shown up. And then we have Zhou Zishu wearing the least inconspicuous disguise in all of Danmai. It was a hat with a see-through veil. You might as well have handed him a pair of sunglasses and said, here, go stand here. You'll be completely unnoticeable. I love it. It's hilarious. I hope he throws that hat in somebody's face. But yeah. So they show up, and this is where it all kind of came together, and I kind of absolutely adore this because Shinshin's like, why are you all here? And they're like, well, you're responsible for the death of our brother, of the one of your sworn brothers. And Shinshin's like, what are you talking about? I love they're just throwing stones at the monument. Meanwhile, Fang and them go in and they meet up with each other. Again, I love that they're in love and they don't want to admit it. And there's all this yearning and Qian Chao tries to tempt Fang with the glazed armor. And he's like, I don't need this. I just want to be with you. Super sweet. Love it. Now that I see it, Fang has the goatee. Fang has a goatee and Zhao does not. Whatever. But yeah, they decide to go and help each other go check out the Tragicomic Ghost. I'm kind of here for it. I love it. I love this moment. He's like, just take off your makeup and let's go. Now, is it going to be a betrayal? I don't know. I don't think so, though. I think he genuinely loves her and he's going to help her. So, cool. Good for him. Anyway, all these people are showing up and shit's going down at the Heroes Conference. They're like, we're going to hit you. And I'm like, oh my God, the Beggar King's going to beat the shit out of Shinshin. So then Huang He shows up and is like, it's your fault that your sworn brother's dead. That person said so himself. He was following your orders. Now, here's the thing. He says that person. Do these individuals from the Mount Tai sect know that the changing ghost was the changing ghost? I don't think they do. And that just adds to the confusion because now Shinshin's like, well, what are you talking about? Who said it was me? Who put blame on me? But they don't know to say who it is because they don't know. Now, the question is, does Wen KeXing know that it's a changing ghost? Maybe, probably. But the Wen KeXing, does he also know that, well, he did kind of guess a few episodes ago the changing ghost was possibly working with the assassins. So I think that's what it is. I think the changing ghost is working with the assassins and they're just blaming Shinshin to get the Five Lakes Alliance and all these people against them. And it's proven to be pretty effective at this point. But yeah, damn the changing ghost showing up. I love the lighting of that scene with the changing ghost with the white light. Oh, look at that. If you go to, it is, oh, how far is it? It's like 37 minutes and 57 seconds. The changing ghost is standing in the middle of the screen. Half of the lighting is white. Half of the lighting is black. And it's split down the middle with the impermanence ghost and its meaning. Oh my God, that's so freaking good. That's really clever. I love that. That's some good cinematography skills right there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he manages, so the changing ghost killed the two kids from the sect and made it look like it was the happy ghost. Interesting. And the one kid survived and came back and said that it was Shinshin being a criminal. I like that Shinshin then becomes Shaggy being like, wasn't me. Just like does that. And then that's when Huang He tries to like spin the words saying, well, you were after, this is where it all came together. Because it's like you were after the glazed armor though. So we're using Shinshin was after the glazed armor from his brother that died to try to bring it back to the Five Lakes Alliance. But the changing ghost has made the Beggar Gang and the Mount Tai sect believe that him looking after the glazed armor to try to keep it in the Five Lakes Alliance was actually him trying to steal it for himself and not trying to protect them. So his own actions are just being used against him. Meanwhile, Wen KeXing looks amazing in the blue. I don't see any red in this, but he looks really good in the blue. I love it. So yeah, they're like, you chased him. So they're just using his own actions against him. It's kind of amazing. I love how this all came back together. Meanwhile, there's like this guy comes up. And who is this man? He pops up and steps forward. And he's like, what does it say here? There's a misunderstanding. And he's like the leader of the Mount Tai sect too. And he's getting in on this as trying to be the voice of reason. But then all these other people start showing up. Because I turned around and then there was Fang. It says the leader of the Five Tigers Broken Knives Clan. So that's a name, if anything. Yeah. They're like, give everybody an explanation. And then the giant whale gang is here, which we talked about. The flying, what is that name? It's like the flying sand gang. And then out of nowhere, look who shows up. But just Xiang Fang is right there. He's right there. Weren't you guys looking for him? Weren't you wanting to like stop him? He's right there. What? How did this happen? And so then all of a sudden Gao Chong shows up too. I'm like, wasn't the guy you all were looking for to bring out, like, was the guy that you were looking for that had the glazed armor that stole it from the soulmates? He's right there. Why y'all ain't doing nothing? What? And then Gao Chong shows up as well with his army. Like, this is insane. And then, of course, there's Zhou Zishu in his little bamboo hat with the black veil. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Not noticeable at all. I'm sure Han Ying would notice him from a mile away. But yeah, Gao Chong shows up with his crew. Mm-hmm. Yep, with his sword being like, well, I just happened to be here to sort things out. Now, I didn't see Changling with them. So is Changling back with Zhao Lian and all them? Meanwhile, all this is happening, and from a crow's nest away, Wen KeXing is conveniently out of sight with his fan, like he's watching a stage performance from the farthest back row, being like, I hope you all wore makeup for the back row because I'm way back here waiting to see this all go down. Now, does he know that Zhou Zishu is there? I don't know. If he realizes Zhou Zishu is there, is he going to step in and try to do something? I don't know. So that's all, you know, up in the air right now, but the main character is finally here. As soon as one performance ends, another begins. So yeah, he was waiting for Gao Chong to show up. Uh-huh. And so then what does Gao Chong say? Because I don't see Changling. Yep. So the death has to be blamed on the Five Lakes Alliance, being like, yeah, we should have stopped it from happening. I do. Because of my third brother's request, I respect him very much. Interesting. Uh-huh. So what are we going to do about this? Meanwhile, Wen KeXing has got more liquor on hand. And is saying, like, I'm going to sit back here with my crumpets and scones and watch this all go down. Mm-hmm. Let me see what kind of play they're going to put on. Don't disappoint me. I'm like, Wen KeXing, have you not learned that doing this chaotic theater does not pay off in the end and it's probably going to end poorly for you? So the one guy there, Fei Zhang's there. Nobody's said anything about it yet. I thought he was the one we were looking for. He's there. He's pretty, he's not inconspicuous. He's on the shoulders of a giant man with maces, with double fisting maces. So, okay. I don't see how they've not been noticed, but maybe they'll get noticed next week. And Zhou Zishu is there, which I'm sure will get Wen KeXing's attention. He'll probably be like, oh, I don't care. And then he will. I honestly, for as much as we've built up the Heroes Conference, this is not how I thought we were going to start it and enter it. I was expecting, like I've seen with Modao Zushi by MXTX, usually you see the conferences happening and it's this big grand affair where it's like sun shining, banners flying, people marching in, and just all these people gathered in an organized format. It's very official and there's a production to it and all of this. And this feels so like chaotically haphazard, where we weren't even ready for the Heroes Conference to start and it's already just underway and it just happens and you're like, but wait, what? I wasn't ready for that. That's what this episode felt like. And I don't know what's going to happen next week. I really don't. I don't know where Ye Bai is. Here's the thing too. Ye Bai has disappeared. Who knows where he is? Wen KeXing's off to the side watching this go down. Zhou Zishu, Gao Chong, the giant, and Fei Zhang, like they're there. And then Shin's there. And then the beggar gangs are there. Meanwhile, the Alluring Ghost and Fang and Tragicomic Ghost are over here. But Zhao could be over there too because Zhao's not there. So then you also have Ghoul along with the other ghosts? And then what about the assassins? What about the Window of Heaven and the Scorpions? What about Prince Jin? Like, all these characters are just off screen, and I'm like, but what are they doing? So, meanwhile, there was that alteration to the line. Apparently it was back, like, what does it say here? Be Happy says, for episode 14, this concerns a particular line that exists in the novel and was removed in the show for censorship reasons. Apparently they phoned in from their kayaking to get it censored. It adds a lot of meaning to said scene when it happens. The choice is yours to discover it now, or I can always point it out when you reach that point in the novel. Well, we're just going to go to 13 minutes and 37 seconds and just see for this occasion. 13 and 37 seconds. So, okay. So at this point, he says, when I wanted to learn martial arts, I had no one to teach me. And then he says, I can't afford to have anything that I want. It's too late. And he says, to save the one that I want to save. Okay, 37 seconds we need to get to. So then that's when Zhou Zishu, and he says, fortunately. Okay. And that's when Zhou Zishu turns around and says, are you done yet? So in that moment, when he says fortunately, or luckily, as the other dub says, the line that was omitted is luckily, or fortunately, I haven't fallen for you too much. Oh, bitch! Oh, no! Well, that's why Zhou Zishu turned around and got mad, because he's like, are you done? He's like, what do you mean you haven't fallen for me too much? Like, what are you talking about? Show why you do this. Why you give us this angst. What is this business? Why are you doing this? What? Well, this episode was a lot. This episode was ANGST City, and then it cut to all of this drama. The only ray of sunshine is literally Sao Wei-ning. I want him to go help Guzhong. I need him to do this for us. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't even know. I don't even know what to expect, but I'm glad I don't have to wait too long. So these cliffhangers need to stop. I thought we were done with that. I thought MXTX was the end of that. I'm not ready to go back to that. So anyway, I'm really excited to hear your comments down below, because this episode was chaotic and a lot. And I have a feeling the chaos is going to just exacerbate even more next week. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. And yeah, I'll be back real soon with more Word of Honor. Bye.